Hello, welcome to another video. I wanted to add this section in the beginning, even though that I finished everything already and I set all the video. But this is an update with the latest stuff. I figured I should have it in the front or beginning of the video. Number one, please follow the video step by step. And that's by watching the whole video first. There are a few steps need to be done in a certain order, and I made sure the video sequence is correct. So make sure you follow, you watch the video first, and then you follow it again from the beginning, step by step. If you forget one step, you might mess up the hard drives and you have to start over from scratch. It's nothing gonna go bad. Obviously, Linkstation is dead and it's not able to recognize your hard drive. That's why you're watching this video. So if your drives have data on them or anything that you care about, do not follow this video. This is number one. You're watching this video because you know that your hard drives are damaged, they're not working, and you got a brand new drives and you're trying to get Linkstation, Buffalo Linkstation to recognize them, partition and format them so you can use them. Okay, another thing is that I used in the video another 1 terabyte, two of them to work with the Linkstation because that's what I had at this time. As you see here, I got another 2 hard drives with 3 terabyte size. And I installed them using the same process I used before on that video, and it worked perfectly, no problem. I have about 6 terabyte used here, not used, but configured. As you can see, these are the hard drives I have. Each one is a 3 terabyte Western Digital, and I have the array, or RAID array, is about 6 terabytes. So it works. I don't know for sure if it can handle anything bigger. I don't have access to any bigger hard drives, but with the 3 terabyte, it was very seamless. It was very easy. And by following the video I have, it worked perfectly. Thank you and enjoy the video.
Yes, so it is working. There it is. I figured the way to come back and get this guy back to life. The Buffalo Linkstation was completely dead. The hard drives were crashed. And as you see now, it is connected. It's running back to all the technology.
So yes, as you see, Buffalo is back. Linkstation. This is the way to recover your Linkstation backup server or network attached storage. It took me a little bit of time, few weeks, going through all these, and really they missed something in the middle. I'm sorry, but oh, this one is something I'm gonna do later, but this is the way you can retrieve your Linkstation and start from completely clean, brand new, unformatted, unpartitioned hard drives. I don't know how far you can go with it, how big size you can go with the hard drive yet, but I know I used 1 TB each. That works fine. I'm guessing up to 3 TB should work fine, but I got another one with 8 TB that I'm using. I can test these drives on the Linkstation now, but maybe in the future I'll find another drive and see if I can buy it and test it. But let's go for it. I'm gonna start from scratch. I am going to go into disk management and for delete all the partitions on the existing hard drives on the Linkstation and go from there. So let's do it. So I just connected. As you see, here is what you see now. All this stuff here with the formatted hard drive from the Linkstation. This is a working hard drive after what I did. This is how it looks like. It seems like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 partitions. And these are the correct sizes, by the way. It is a functioning hard drive at this point. And I'm guessing maybe later I will make an image out of it with a brand new, clean, working hard drive. And you can image that into your hard drive. It doesn't really make, it's not really big because this is only probably going to work on my Linkstation model. So the work I'm going to show you is going to work on, I'm going to delete all the partitions. So this work I'm going to show you is going to work on any Buffalo network attached storage or whatever you want to call it, because their method is the same as long as you go and find the right firmware update for it. So they provide you with the firmware update. As you see, it's a unformatted, unpartitioned hard drive at this point. Let me take it out and get the other one and do the same. Okay, I have the two drives ready. As you see, first thing you need to do is to find out your Buffalo Linkstation support. Okay, because if your drive, and I'm sure it is, mine is very old, and they still provide the firmware update for it or the software update for it, go and click on your Get Support. You will find this page. What you need to do is enter your serial number in there. Once you enter the serial number, I wouldn't worry about this, but what you need to do is find this stuff here, this page. This page has your download, Windows, which, yes, if you're using Windows, or Mac if you're using Mac. I prefer Windows because I will show you how to do it on Windows. You need the firmware updater for Windows. Once you download it, as you see, it is version right now 1.75. Perfect. What I need to do is download this, and I'm going to show you where I have it. It's downloaded, and I have it here. Okay, and I have it under this folder. When you exit extract it. This is what I have it right there, zip. I extracted. I did it so many times, as you can see, and all this didn't work, but this is the right way. Extract it. Once you extract it, you're going to find these two folders and update whatever. Click on Linkstation. These are the golden files that you need. So from here, I know we can move forward. Okay, let's take a look at the Linkstation right now, which is this one. And guess what? It's dead. It's not going anywhere. Should time out. It's not working. So it doesn't exist anymore. Okay, let's start looking at the hard drive or the Linkstation when I turn it on. Okay.
Okay, so here is the Linkstation. Here is the back of it. My Linkstation has these: Ethernet, power, that's the power switch. This is the function button that you have to press, USB. Nice. So what I'm going to do, if I turn it on right now, let me show you. This is the power LED, this is the function, and this is the status, I believe, or something like this. But let's turn it on. Power LED will blink to try to boot, but sadly it will discover that it cannot do anything because the software, the operator system, is loaded on these drives. It doesn't exist. It doesn't reside in on the chip, actually. Here is the error. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means the hard drives have something wrong with them. I can't do anything. That's what it says. Okay, right now you can press the button with the function, but I'm not going to do it. I need to do something else first.
All right, here we are. Before you do anything, you need to download the SolarWinds TFTP server. That's what we need to get that Linkstation back to life. What is it going to do? Well, we'll see. Well, it's a free software, and you can download it and install it on Windows, and that's it. From here, two things very important that we need to provide to the TFTP server: the uimage and the innet rd.image, these two files. However, here is the secret that drove me crazy for about 2 to 3 months. I was almost giving up, but I didn't. What we need to do, we're gonna go and create. I use it here in my temp, and I created a TFTP server. You see, all these were trials. You don't need them. Yes, so what you're going to do is take these two files, image, uimage.image, and innetrd.image, and copy them to your TFTP server, and I'm going to show you how you do that. TFTP server folder, this is the root folder of your TFTP at this point. Copy them, okay, and rename them to uimage.zip and innetrd.zip. That's the start. Now, if you double click on any of them, you're going to see it actually open. It's a zip file. And the other one also, it's a zip file. Amazing. So it's not really the actual image that you need to load into your hard drive, okay, to boot your Linux inside your Linkstation, right? So it is a zip file. We're gonna take this zip file and copy or expand it. As you see here, I have it expanded here. As I see, it's a netrd.buffalo, not .image. It's a netrd.buffalo. I expanded it here. Okay. And also, I went to uimage, and this is another trick. Open it as a zip file, expand this one. This is the one I was trying this one here for so long. It didn't work and it didn't help. So I expanded this one and voila, it works. And as you can see here, I have it right here. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the one. uimage, LSP, whatever the number is, right? Here is the trick. I copy it and rename it into uimage.buffalo. So the Linkstation, when it boots, it goes when a certain mode. It's gonna go look for the TFTP server, and then it's gonna pull, and you're gonna see that these two specific file names. And like I showed you, this is how you retrieve them from the downloaded, updated for your Linkstation. Okay. Okay, one more thing I wanted to add. So when you work with these zip files and you try to extract the file inside it, okay, I'm gonna copy and paste, or you can extract it the normal way. It's gonna, for me, it's gonna ask me to replace it, or because I already have it in there. So what I'm gonna do is cancel, and let's just try to make it. I don't want to lose that file to look at it later. So if I go back here and extract that file, there's so many ways you can do that. By copying and pasting. This is what I'm looking for. This is the, this here is going to ask you for a protected password on the zip file. I am going to include this page that I found and was able to retrieve some of the passwords. All these, of course, there are a lot of them, but I tried one of these 4, and hopefully they will work for you. Two of them worked for me. If not, then maybe you can try some of these other passwords for your type of image and model on your Linkstation. If not, then I would suggest that you go back to an older, maybe you downloaded a really new software updater. Maybe look for an older one. And like I said, I'm gonna cancel now because I don't want to do that. I already have this. I want to keep it the same. So as you know, I have so like I told you, I downloaded the version 1.75. This version with the zip files that you will generate from here work with one of these passwords that I showed you. Now we need to go back to the TFTP server. I need to go here and configure it. And where was it? It's right here. So I specified my TFTP server root directory to be this one here. Okay, I have it somewhere. Whatever it is, you have to specify it. Whatever it is, you have to have this one and those two files available. And okay, I'll say okay. Nothing else you need to do here. Next, we need to connect this server on the network as the computer network, but I need to come here. Let me show you. I need to go into network, okay, and change the IP address, and that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into network settings, Ethernet. I'm gonna change the adapter, and this screen here, we will need it. That's what we don't need this anymore. This is the screen I needed. So this is my Ethernet port that is connected to the same network, okay, of the same network where my Linkstation is connected to. Okay, so now we need to modify the network setting by right-clicking on your adapter and the network connection and click property. Go here and change your IP address from automatically, which is DHCP, to use the following IP address. That is the IP address that you need. Linkstation, when it boots and it finds a failure and you press that button, the function button, it will start with that subnet configuration and look for the TFTP server 192.168.11.1. So your computer will act, and the subnet mask, just leave it by default 255, 255, 255, and 0. So you need to configure the PC that you run in the TFTP server to this IP address, because that's what the Linkstation is going to look for. And now I say okay, and another okay. And we can leave this here because we're going to need to come back to it. Okay, this other application is not important, but I downloaded it because it tells me how things are going. It will discover your Linkstation once it comes back to life. Okay, right now it's not going to find anything. There's no Linkstation at all. It's red, blinking red with an error, failure error. My computer is ready. TFTP server is ready. My files are in the right location. These two files. I am going to press the function button in the back. I'm leaving everything alone. The power is running. And I'm going to press the function key, function button. Okay. Now I did. Watch. Here, you see the Linkstation is pulling these two files. Wow, it is working. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a picture or video to show you what's happening now. So as you see, the power is blinking very fast. Okay, the two files here are done, been pulled and copied to the server. Look at the server. You have to wait for a minute. Don't be in rush. Have a lot of patience. And now your Linkstation is actually booting with the new image that I just sent it to it. It's going right now to say, okay, help me and send me the update. All right, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm done with this. I am done with this. I need to put my network back to normal, because right now the Linkstation is on the network with the DHCP server, so it's capturing an IP address from my router, from my DHCP on the network, okay? While this happening, I want to show you very important modification we need to do. You really have to do that. You see that file? I need to edit it, and I'm gonna edit it with my editor, okay, text editor. This text editor is going to, let me open it with the regular notepad. Here you go. Very simple file, but by default, no formatting will come with 1, which means it will not format for user protection, okay? It will not format and it will fail. Not a big deal. Come back here and change that from 1 to 0, save it, and close it. You do that before you start this one. Otherwise, it will identify your Linkstation, but it will fail because it will not attempt to format your Linkstation drives. That's what we need to do, right? We need to configure the hard drives and format them and partition them and format them to the way they're supposed to, so the Linkstation would work now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going back to the firmware or the software update that I downloaded for my Linkstation. I am going to click on the LS updater. And now, watch it. It found it. We are done. Now we have access to the Linkstation. We are able to click update, and we started from a clean, empty, unpartitioned, unformatted hard drives. Wow. I was so excited just to see that. As you can see, there is no firmware, because there is no firmware. By the way, this application here gave me a headache one time because I started to play with these files and they were missing, because instead of copying them to the other folder, to the TFTP folder, I moved them. So this application needs everything here as it was unzipped from the zip file that you downloaded from Buffalo website. Remember that. Otherwise, you have to start over. It's very, very iffy. It's very touchy. It needs these files. Okay, now I identified everything looks fine. Let's click on update and let's look at the hard drive or the Linkstation. Okay, so right now it's gonna say partition not detected, target will be formatted, and all data lost. Continue. I'm gonna say yes. Actually, there is nothing in it. And let's look here and see. So I said yes. Now things are gonna change. I don't think there's anything that's gonna happen here. All it is gonna happen here for a while. Okay. All this is happening to the Linkstation now. We actually creating a brand new Linkstation with the clean, functioning hard drives, and it will have the operator system copied into these hard drives. And what's that set? That is 95% of everything. We established and accomplished the mission at this point. What we need to do later, once this is done, is going to take a few minutes on the Linkstation to continue formatting and establishing everything normal on the hard drive. But once this is done, you can actually log into your website or web page of that Linkstation, like I showed you before. So let's let it go. We'll come back when it's done. Okay, as you can see, it's still working. Transferring firmware complete. Writing firmware, all this stuff are happening now to the hard drive. It's going to take some time. But while this is happening, maybe we can try this. See if the NAS navigator will discover the Linkstation. I don't know if that's a good idea, but let's see. It doesn't see it. So what we need is to let it go, and it's going to take some time, so let's leave it alone for now. Okay, now that we at this point, Linkstation booting, please wait. This is gonna stay forever. I don't know, they have a bug, they don't know how to get the server to restart by itself. So this is done. All you're gonna see now is I'm gonna start recording. As you can see, the Linkstation is back to 6 red LED blinking. So the red LED is gonna blink 6 times like before because it needs to be restarted. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn off the Linkstation from the back with the switch. It's off. I would wait for a few seconds to get the drives to stop spinning. Okay, and then I'm gonna start it. Now, let's see the magic. The blinking LED, it means it's booting. It's trying to load the OS with the operator system. And it should act like a normal server now. Which is not. Okay, so the hard drive is not booting again. It has the same error after all this. So I know the hard drive been formatted and the server should be ready, but it's not booting. So let's try one more thing. I'm not sure if that works. So I'm gonna go back to the Ethernet adapter, change it back to that specific address. Okay, 192.168.1.11.1. Click on OK. So now we have a different IP address. I'm going to go here and start my TFTP server. And let's see. I'm going to press the function button again on the server. And now it's going to start pulling the files again. And this is really what it needs to boot. So I am not sure why it didn't boot now by itself. Oh, now it's doing it. So it's recognized that we have a partitioned and formatted and so operator system on the Linkstation. Yellow LED blinking 3 times. It means it is processing the new partition. It's creating it. This is really good news. So we have to do it twice. From what I forgot about that. So once we do that, again, we need to go back and change the IP address to default, the automatically DHCP, and then say OK, click OK. And now my computer, let's see if it's gonna see that Linkstation. Okay, I think we got it. So after I let it sit for a while, and after we did the TFTP for the second time, it did start finishing to update the hard drives. And then I was able to see it on the NAS navigator. Now I can see the drive, the Linkstation, with my old information. It didn't lose that. So it seems like the information and the IP address are stored on the chip, somewhere in the RAM or flash chip or something. You will see some error like this, but this is okay because let it take some time. Don't modify or change anything for a while. Let it run. The drive here, this drive is working and is trying to finish, um, you know, customizing and optimizing the hard drives. I was able to log in, as you see here. Okay, it comes back with my default information. This is crazy because the first time I think I cleaned the whole Linkstation, reset it somehow, and it only came back with share, and it came back with Japanese. So I had to go click on this one here, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you're gonna click on the 1, 2, 3 down, which is the language, and you will be able to modify it to English, and you will see that. Right now I'm not gonna do anything. This is how you will be able to read that page. Now if I look at the storage, my hard drives were damaged before, so now they look fine. This one and this one here, these two hard drives, the array is being generated automatically right now. And that's it. Okay, and that's it. Congratulations, we have the Linkstation back to life again, and you're able to start using it. You can create more shares or explore to it, which I have it under this IP address. As you can see, you see it now, you see the data and share. Inside my share it's empty, and data is probably, I need to configure it because I never added the security to it. But share, you can start using it, and if I think I need to add any more information to configure the new hard drives, I will add it on a separate video for that. But thank you. I hope you enjoy that, and I hope the video helps with retrieving your Linkstation and get it back to life.